Today I'm going to show you how to download and run a super simple Node TypeScript project. Now I run all of my scripts in Node. Like every time I have to create a quick tool to just like parse a CSV or something or do some kind of text file manipulation, I always create a Node program to do this. And I prefer to use TypeScript. Now there's no right or wrong way to create a TypeScript project. If you go on the internet, there's different tutorials and different ways of doing it. I prefer to just have a really bare bones basic template that I can just copy and paste, rename to whatever project that I need to use it for, and it's actually been really convenient. I use it all the time. So in the description of this video, there's a link to my blog post, which has the exact same instructions as this video, so you can follow along if you'd like. We're going to start by clicking the Get Started download link, so we can just download the zip file of this project. Next, we're going to unzip the zip file we just downloaded and open the project with Visual Studio Code. So first, what's in this project? Well, first you'll see a source folder, and in that source folder you'll see a main.ts. This is your main TypeScript class that you'll start adding your code to. And as you can see, all it does is log program start and program end. Then we have a git ignore file that says ignore the node modules folder and the dis folder. Now I added this because it's convenient. So every time I add a project to a Git repo, I want to make sure that I don't accidentally add all the files in the node modules, or add everything in the dis folder, which should be created at time of packaging your project. Next, let's look at the package.json file. In here we have name, which would be the name of the project. Say if you wanted to reuse this entire project, you can start by changing the name in here. Next, if you go down to scripts, there's a couple of important things here. Build will actually compile the TypeScript into JavaScript and place it into the dis folder. And the second piece is start, which will actually run your project. It'll go into the dis folder and find main.js, which is your compiled main.ts, and attempt to run it. Then we have the readme.markdown file. This just gives you a list of instructions on how to run the project. Gives you an overview of the project and what the project is doing. It's almost a replica of my tutorial site. You can actually see the output of this markdown file if you have a markdown viewer in TS Code. So all I have to do, because I have the markdown plugin, I can just right click it and open preview. This way it'll show me a formatted version of the readme file. Then we have the tsconfig.json, which will give the compiler instructions on how to compile the TypeScript into JavaScript. Now, there's a few properties that I set here personally, like the output directory. I wanted to go into the dis folder. I allow JS. I also include only the files that are in the source directory, so it doesn't look anywhere else to compile. Now let's get ready to run our project. These instructions can be found in the README. We'll be running npm install to install our dependencies, npm run build to build our project, and npm start to start our project. Let's open a new command line terminal. We're going to type npm install to install our dependencies. Next we'll build with npm run build. And as you can see, created the dis folder with the main.javascript. And now we're going to run npm start to start our project. And there you have it, the output printed. Program start and program end. So now if you wanted to make your own personal change, you can go into main.ts and you can add another console.log. So let's log hello world. Next, we'll have to rebuild our project so that it takes the updated source files. So we'll run npm run build, and then we'll run our project again with npm start. So that's the end of our tutorial. Thanks for watching.